So, Captain's Log, January 31st, 2174. We find ourselves presented with an explosive device lodged in a section on deck 6. I can't help but wonder if the Talarians have anything to do with this. It would not be surprising to learn that they are trying to cripple us, despite their feigned attempts of diplomacy. Commander Arhat and I are going to determine what the best course of action is with this surprise.
What would you guys like to do?
I guess you'd probably take point on that, right? Security officer.
We also need someone to do a scan to figure out how it was gotten in here. My guess is it was teleported directly in. So we need to have someone scan to see if we can figure out which ship it came from.
Okay, yep.
I would also start by just looking the device over, seeing if there's anything obvious.
Okay. Then yours would be a security reason roll, difficulty 2.
I got 1 success and 1 complication.
Yay!
So you can tell that obviously getting rid of the bomb is going to be somewhat tricky, but you don't really have any other type of great ideas at the moment.
Nope.
So do you, Captain, want to roll security reason difficulty 2?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if engineering could do anything with a bomb.
It's possible.
Mm-mm.
What did
So
you get there, Captain?
I got 1 success, 1 fail.
So you also can understand that this is tricky, but you don't know what to do with it.
Okay. Well, Arhat, you think we should call down to the engineering room?
Yeah, we need to get a scan on this because I need to figure out what kind of triggers it has. Because if we move it and it goes off, then we shouldn't move it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So then I'll open up my communicator and I'll buzz Lieutenant Commander Jahan and probably Ensign Clark.
You can go to the Walcon.
Okay. Boop. And I say, Captain to Lieutenant Commander Jahan.
Yeah, go for Jahan.
We have a situation on deck 6 that I need you to come meet me here immediately.
Stat.
All right, Captain. I'll just finishing up some things. I can be there in about 10 to 15 minutes.
So we'll probably be dead by then.
I'll be there right away.
It is a bomb. Immediate action required.
On my way, Captain.
Thank you. And then I'll call up Ensign Clark too. Captain to Ensign Clark.
This is Ensign Clark.
I need you to report deck 6 immediately, please. We have quite the bad situation going on.
Okay, I can be there in 30 minutes.
You should probably write a goodbye letter to your mother then.
Oh, good. Luckily, I always carry one.
Oh my God, that was too real.
No,
Who said?
no, just that way they can identify my corpse and also mail that off back to her as soon as possible.
Nice. She'd like that.
All right, well, I'll be up there in 15 minutes.
All right.
Cut that time in half, be there in 15.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I have time to stop in mess hall and get a chicken sandwich?
So here's the thing. You do have time to stop in the mess hall to get a chicken sandwich. However, you won't be able to finish it.
That's true. It will be your last meal.
That sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, the way
I'll give you a different time to challenge.
Well, I come rushing over to the site with the last piece of a chicken sandwich. I shove it into my mouth. Cap, did you say there was a bomb on board?
Yeah. So the Talarians were here. We were doing diplomatic negotiations and it wasn't going anywhere. And the guy I was speaking with abruptly left, and
One of my security officers doing their normal sweep came across it.
All right. Do we have a
So-
scan on this?
Right as Jahan asks that question, I'll have Clark around the corner. So the two of you can decide who wants to roll science control difficulty 1 and who wants to roll security reason 2 difficulty 2.
Yeah, so I have an 11 for that second one and a 14 for that first one. So
Okay.
my science and control is better than my security and reason.
Yeah.
As the commanding officer, I'll roll that one. Assist me, Ensign.
Assisting?
Well, how about he's gonna roll security reason. So
Oh
how
no,
about
I'm
Captain?
assisting.
I'll have Captain or Arhat assist.
Hmm.
And we'll have it be command presence.
all right, I'll assist Clark.
I did get one
I-
success.
Yeah, I got one as well.
Excuse me,
I
one
didn't
die.
get any successes. No complications this time, but no successes.
Oof, I did not. I failed, but yeah, no, I
So
was 19, so real close.
it's clear that with all these rolls, you guys are a little like stressed finding this thing. And what Jahan's scans show on the hand scanner is that this is a thermionic torpedo.
Ah, yes.
And
Very familiar.
it is very if it does go off, it will be very damaging to this deck and to the Drake.
And
It's
probably
not
people
something-
standing here working on it.
It is not something to be taken lightly. Let's have the captain assist Jahan, and Jahan will roll a security reason difficulty 2.
I got one success.
I have a talent of advisor. Does that do anything?
The character being assisted may re-roll 1d20.
I have a success.
Okay, so that's 2 successes. If you want to roll again, John, that bad one that you got, you can try to get momentum.
All right. Success.
So with Jahan's roll of security reason, he's able to determine that transporting it might set it off. And given the cramped nature of where the bomb is placed, there's little wiggle room to drag it out an airlock. Somebody will have to manually disarm it before it detonates.
Okay. That's too bad because I thought it would be kind of cool to transport it onto their ship.
Sure.
Most likely it was transported onto our ship.
So, yeah, good point. So with Jahan's earlier scan, he can tell that this was transported in. That's when the security officer indicates to you that when you're talking about like how did this get here, he indicates to you that the internal sensors on this deck are disabled. So to rewind time a little bit, when Mike and everybody, when Arhat and you guys were all up in the room, I had Mike roll for this thing and he failed. If you remember this.
Mm-mm.
Well, anyways, he rolled while he was up in the room with Hoda and everybody, and I had him roll, and he asked me, he goes, oh, is this so I can see if this guy's telling the truth? And I didn't answer him because it wasn't supposed to be that. So that's what that roll was to see if he alerted on the fact that Deck 6 had been disabled.
We know
Yeah.
there's still spies on board because somebody was working with the cook.
Yeah. Can we check like security surveillance? Do we have anything like that?
We can check all that once we deal with the bomb.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the ensign and I could probably take a whack at the bomb here, figuratively speaking.
Yeah.
Grab the sticks.
I'll get the hammers. What do we-
Do we have any schematics on this type of an armament?
Oh,
You
yeah,
do,
we
you do
should.
have some, yeah.
Because
Look 'em
if
up.
we have the more information we have, the easier it will be.
Yeah.
It's not going to
So-
be easy any way you put it. It'll just make it easier.
Yes. So it will be an extended timed task.
What was your favorite?
Yep.
My
Each-
favorite too.
Each interval of time per attempt is about 5 minutes.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
boy.
So we get
We
three of them.
basically have two, maximum of three.
Yeah. It's a work track of 12. It's a magnitude of 3. And it's a base difficulty of 4. Now, if you succeed, because Clark is working on it and he'll have benefit of his cybernetic arm,
Yeah.
and I will allow effects to be triumphant. So if you roll an effect with your 6-sided dice, if the character achieves a breakthrough and one or more effects were rolled, then an additional breakthrough is achieved. You're going to roll Engineering Daring with difficulty 4. You can choose who rolls, and then the other person is going to assist.
Well, I have a 14 in engineering and daring.
Yeah, mine's a 13.
All right. I'll take lead on this one, gentlemen.
So you'll roll, John. Caleb can be an assistant, and I will let Mike assist too because of the situation and what it is. So Mike, you're going to roll command presence.
Okay.
You, Caleb, are going to be engineering control.
So for focuses, can you use a focus in every situation that comes up, or is it only like once per?
You can use a focus the entire time. So you have like an emergency thing, right?
Yeah, emergency response.
Yeah, so you can totally use that every time you roll.
Okay. And I rolled a 4 and an 11.
Okay, so 2 successes.
My engineering number's 5. If I rolled a 4, does that matter? It has to be right on the dot.
5 or less. If it's
So
a
I did
Okay.
do
your
that.
number is a 5, you said?
Yeah, and I rolled a 4.
Okay, so that's 4 successes.
Oh, all right.
I got one success.
1.
One. I needed a 14 or better. I got a 14.
Cool.
Nice. I rolled a 2.
Okay. So you got 6 successes. You only needed 4, so you have 2 momentum.
Excellent.
So you can either spend each momentum to do +1 work, or you can spend you can do any variety. You can either spend that momentum to increase, or you can spend momentum to re-roll any of your challenge dice, which you're going to roll now, which is 5. You're going to roll. It's basically 5. You're going to roll 6-sided dice. 7 6-sided dice.
I have 4. Does somebody else want to roll 3 of them?
I say I can help you. I got a whole pile of them.
Okay.
Okay. Oh boy. I got 3 deltas and a nothing.
So
2, 2,
that
6.
say it again.
2, 2, 6.
That's very good. So 226 is 5 from him. Okay, and then you got 3 deltas. So that's 3. So that's 8 altogether. So with it being, so that's 1 breakthrough with it already being 5 or more from Mike's. You achieve a breakthrough. You get an additional breakthrough because of having triumphant with your effects. So the difficulty goes down by 2, and you roll again.
I have a 3 and a 16, needed a 14. But rolling a 3 is below my engineering number.
So that is 4 successes.
I got 1.
5.
I got 1.
And 6 again. So this time you get 4 momentum. So now you're maxed.
Yep.
And now you'll roll your challenge dice. So 4 again for you, John, and 3 for Mike.
5, 5, 1.
Okay, so that's 3.
I got a 3. I got 2. I got 3, 1, explosion thing.
Oh, 3 single explosions?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So that's thing, and then what'd you have? So that's 3, and then what'd you have, Mike? You had 5.
5, 5, 1.
So that's 6, and you guys well over do this. So you do that breakthrough, and the other one makes it a breakthrough too, but you've completed you've completed the time task. So when you did it again, it only took 2.5 minutes due to Clark's arm. So you end up disabling this torpedo with about 7 minutes left on the clock.
Enough time for a chicken sandwich.
Nice work, team.
Well, I say we reinstall it and put it in the torpedo bay.
Well, we just teleport it right in front of the ships and then shoot it with the phaser beam.
What make
We
is
should-
it? Do we know if we did some scans on it? Would we know who made it?
You can tell from Jahan's earlier scan that it is not a Starfleet model. It doesn't seem like it has any other type of symbols on it to show you, like to tell you that what faction this comes from.
So in the next 7 minutes, can we now check security? Like, let's see if we can collect any more evidence that it was them
Okay.
before I hail them and talk
Yeah,
to
we
them.
do need to figure out how everything got turned off on
Yeah.
nothing, this whole area
Yeah.
for the bomb to be just sent in.
So you make your way down to basically where the computer access, security access has. And let's have you roll security reason, and then somebody can roll security computers for the ship.
So my security reason is 14. What do you got, Mike?
13.
So it's a difficulty 2.
I have a focus in Starship Ops. Does that do anything?
Yeah. You know what I just realized? I was giving John too much. So Andrew, can you take off and bring you down to 4? I just realized I was giving John too many momentums.
Boo.
Okay.
Boo.
So-
I'm sorry.
The dice gods are on our side
Okay.
because I rolled a 3 and a 4, and a 4 is my security number.
Well, the 3's under 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is 4 successes.
4.
Oh,
You can put 2
Yeah.
back.
Suck on that.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I was
So-
about to say the dice gods hate us because we normally roll 20s.
So who rolled for the ship though? You have security computers for the ship.
I got a 12. I don't know what the number is, what we need.
It's definitely lower than that.
Yeah.
security what?
Andrew says 8.
Everything on the ship is like 3 and 4.
So
Yes.
you, Captain, get right in there. And you're looking at the things. Now with deck 6 being disabled, there is no footage of it being transported in. There's
Right.
nothing there.
That makes sense.
Right.
But what you see, and what more so I should say, what Arhat sees over your shoulder is that the code, the code to put in, like the bypass code that's put in, is a security code, but it's one of these kind of like dummy codes that accesses the computer, but he knows that it's not somebody from his team. So it's a
Okay.
code that gave access to the system, but it's a code that is basically like a way to know that it's not somebody in his team, his department.
Are we able to tell where the person is when they inputted it?
They were at this location. This is on deck 2. So you're 4 decks above where the bomb is.
Is there any way that we track where people are on the ship? Like, no, there's
Only by devices on them.
So the power or whatever didn't go out on 2. So can we check security cameras for who went into this room?
Sure, yep.
Okay.
What you see is a handful of science officers come in and out of the room. And you see Dara Bradeen, Sophie Terzi, and Demo all walk in and out of this area
In the last how many hours?
in the last 3 hours. It's one of the stellar cartography people, a second shift officer for the science lab, and the third shift science lab officer.
Can any of us remember ever seeing any of these people with the chef?
Oh, you're saying
Like, did we ever see them like getting a drink together off hours, or like
Anybody that
playing
was
chess
friends with
together,
the
or-
chef is very suspicious to me.
you basically, I mean, to put it to you this way, anybody who wasn't a human would be on the table. The chef really didn't make friends with humans.
Okay, what are these people?
Demo is a Vulcan, the rest are humans.
All right, get him down here right now.
You want Demo to come here right now?
Yep.
Okay.
What I would do is I would go to the second deck and check Demo's station first.
Okay. Okay.
So when you, okay.
You know
so-
what?
Okay.
I can have Kav go and check his station.
Yeah. How like really bad would it be if we also sent somebody to like his quarters? Because like, what if it's not him? You know, then I'd feel really bad. Mike, can we like send somebody to be on standby by his quarters if
Sure.
things aren't adding up? And then if
Yeah.
things get like, if things
Quarter-
get freaky, then we can be like bust the door down.
Quarters are on the 4th or 5th floor.
His are on the 4th.
Okay. I can send Urian to be
Okay,
posted near his quarters, and he can give me a heads
Perfect.
up.
perfect. Now, okay, is this guy on Sova's department?
Yep.
All right, I want Sova down here too.
Okay, so let me understand. You're putting a security officer outside of Demo's quarters. You're requesting Demo and Sova come to this location.
And we're
And
sending an officer to check his station.
The first thing I would do is I would have someone check his station. That way we have information to use against Demo if it is.
Yeah. Okay,
okay.
so let's do that, and then I want to call Sova first.
Okay, so you're sending an officer to the science lab where his station is, and then you're having Sova come to you.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sending Kav into the science lab so
Okay.
that no one messes with the 3 stations, because 3 people. We are targeting Demo more so, but there were 3 people in and out at that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
What room is this called that we're in?
You're just like in the sensors, like security sensors room.
Okay, on deck 2. All right, so Captain to Lieutenant Sova,
Yes, Captain.
report to the security room now.
I'm sending Kav to security or to science. Is someone going there? Is Kav going to do it, or is someone else going to do it? Check the stations.
So you're talking about the 2C guy?
Yeah, 2C Kav.
So it's right now it would be Ebis there. That's who it would be. You're not in the
Oh,
overnight.
we're on. We're still in B.
Yeah, we're still in B. Because
Okay,
you're not C is like overnight when you would be sleeping.
right. So yeah, I'd send Ebis.
Okay. Yeah, he would totally go and investigate. Yep. So
If he feels that he can't control the science lab, I would send Jace as well.
okay. Okay.
But it should be just one person
Oh, sure.
should be able to control the situation.
So
As long as everyone listens.
yeah, so as Ebis gets there, he reports, and you hear Captain as Sova is rounding the corner to come to this thing. You hear over Arhat's communicator that Ebis is there, and the science officer Dara is there, and that he's basically locking down the science lab.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you want him to do anything further?
Do we want him to check it, or do we want someone else to check the stations?
I feel like he can do it, right? I mean, you trust him.
They fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will have him roll. Okay, a 11. Okay, he failed.
Good. Good.
So he's holding it down and he reports that he doesn't see anything suspicious when he first looks at the science lab computer.
Do we know the exact time the sensors of the 6th level went down?
Yeah, they went down about 10 minutes before you got the notification. So pretty much when you had to roll that time that you didn't remember, that's when they happened.
Gotcha.
And it was showing that Demo was coming out around that time as well.
It didn't show that Demo was coming out, but he was in and around the area. He was I think he is 30 minutes probably before that happens on deck 6. And then Dara comes out like 15 minutes after they had gone.
So is Sova with us now?
Yeah, he's standing there hearing this conversation.
A bomb was teleported onto our ship, level 6. The sensors were turned off from the science lab, level 2. We're trying to figure out how they got turned off, whether or not it was one of our officers or if it was someone that was able to get on. Right now, things are looking like one of our officers.
So it looks like Demo or Dara. So can you fill us in on anything that you know about them as their commanding officer? Anything weird that you've seen or
So
kind
Andrew,
of behavior?
you can roll, Andrew, for each of them security insight.
Insight.
Difficulty 1.
Okay.
So for Dara, it'll be fine. But I'll let one of your values work with your second roll.
Okay. So the first roll I got 1 success.
Okay.
Nice.
And I got 1 success on the second roll.
So for you, Sova, you don't have any problem with either one of them. And if anything, you get along with Demo a lot more than you do Dara because Demo is a Vulcan.
Right. That makes sense.
So to my knowledge, Captain, neither of them act suspiciously. I can tell you that a Vulcan taking such actions would be an extreme. So if he was involved, he would be part of a faction, or he would be a Vulcan without logic. A Vulcan with logic would not do such a action.
I appreciate that insight. Do you ever remember seeing either of them interact with the chef, our old chef?
So you know that like him and Dara, you never saw him and Dara together. And you saw him and the chef interact once, but it isn't really weird because you also had issues with the chef with food. So you pretty much put together that Demo was probably having similar cuisine issues.
So
At the front, though. Was it a front to make the Vulcans talk to him so that it wouldn't be weird and we wouldn't question it?
So to my knowledge, neither of them really spent time with the chef. I know Demo spent time talking with the chef, but it could be something similar to myself trying to convince the chef to stop spicing up our plemic soup.
Well, we have a security officer checking out their stations. We're hoping to get to the bottom of this right now because I'm sick of all these bombs going off. Are they both at their stations?
So Dara is in the science lab currently. Demo is the overnight shift. He is not at the science lab.
So he would be in his room.
He's either in his quarters or in the mess hall or like in a recreation room or something. He's not in the science lab.
Can we track where his like communicator is?
Yeah, you could track. He has a phase pistol on him because of Arhat. has all of the officers armed, so you could track where all phase pistols are.
Okay.
That's
Can I
assigned to
roll for
him
that?
because they would all be what do you call it, like coded. So each phase pistol would have a serial number that Arhat could track.
Okay. Can we roll for that?
Sure, that would be internal sensors. So that would be a science control and then science sensors. You know what? Security sensors for the ship. And it would be difficulty 1.
Nine
I have
for
A
the
lot
ship.
of phase pistols on the ship.
I have a 15 in science and control. So I'll roll for that.
3.
I have
Nice.
2 successes.
So 3 successes, so 2 momentum.
I have
Thirty.
I have a 1. Does that mean a critical
Yep. So that would be
success?
so that would be 4 successes.
We're already full up.
You track Demo, and Demo is in the mess hall.
Okay. So I think what I would like to do is send another security officer just to quietly observe him and shadow him, go with him wherever he goes.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to. God, I really hate to do this, but I really need to find evidence, and if that means going in his quarters. Oh, I hate to do that so much. That's such a breach of like personal.
Do you want somebody to track him? Like follow him?
Yeah, I want what do you think about that, Arhat, as like a security officer, as head of security, sending someone in? Is that
If he's in the mess hall, it would not look out of place to have security walk into the mess hall and check things out.
yeah. What's your opinion on sending a couple officers, maybe one of us, into his quarters without his knowledge?
The thing is a lot of it is computer based, so I don't know if we would really find anything in his quarters. I can easily send in, one of my officers just do a quick look over, see if there's anything that stands out, but there's not much in quarters to really look at.
Does everyone have like their own personal pad on?
In their rooms, they have like personal computers.
But not like pads that they carry with them.
It depends on what department.
Would he?
He could potentially have a science pad that he would be using. Wouldn't necessarily mean he's carrying it all the time, though.
Do you want me to send one of my security officers in to check for the pad and check his computer?
I really hate to do that, but I also think it has to happen at this point.
Okay.
Who's who? Is Moss going into the room, or is Slappy going into the room?
I'll send Slappy into the room.
So Slappy goes into the quarters, and he spends a few minutes in there, and he reports to you, Arhat, that there's not much of anything in the room.
I didn't expect there to be.
Because he's a Vulcan, right? So they don't really have much.
It's pretty barren in his.
Is it more bare than the regular Vulcan though? Like, is it?
You would have to consult a Vulcan to know.
Does he even have Does he have any kind of Vulcan thing, like the candles?
His quarters are practically bare.
See, now that's weird though, because even Silva, he's minimal, but he has his stuff. He has his robes and he has his Vulcan cultural things in his room.
Yeah, it means he doesn't plan on being here long term.
Yeah. It also might indicate too that he doesn't really care about Vulcan culture or tradition, which might mean he's a Vulcan out of logic or whatever we call it.
So when you're putting this together, you get a report from Moss here, the other security officer who's standing outside mess hall, and he reports that Demo is just sitting at a table eating food.
What's he eating?
Yeah, what's he eating?
What is he eating?
Weirdo.
Yeah.
He's eating like a Vulcan mollusk.
Oh.
Okay.
Look at him just sitting there.
I
Criminal.
was gonna say, were you expecting to be eating a cheeseburger?
All faking. All,
Yeah.
all faking and everything. You know
Yeah.
he desires a cheeseburger.
Fake. Fake freak. They didn't find his personal pad in his room.
No.
So it's probably on him then.
It's either on him or at the science lab.
We can send Slappy out to do his normal rounds because there's really nothing left for him to do in that room.
Yeah.
I'd have Slappy venture closer to the mess hall just in case.
Okay.
Have we ruled out Dar?
Dara, no, he's still in the science lab. He's not doing anything. He's outside of the science lab waiting to be let back in, basically.
The way things seem, we're leaning toward Demo, but we haven't ruled out Dar.
Yeah.
Let's talk with Dara and see what he has to say, and then we should sit down with Demo and figure out what he has to say.
Okay.
Sova, do you want to be in on these conversations or not? Because
Can I
it
help?
is your station.
Sure.
They always say you make them come to you. So yeah, I would have
So you have Dara come to your location.
Or do you want to have it in a office, not in?
yeah, let's not have it here. Let's have it at like in my conference room or whatever.
Okay, like in your ready room off the bridge.
Guess so.
You three, right?
Yeah, it would be the three of us.
Okay, you three leave the security sensor station and go to the bridge. And as you are walking into the ready room, you get from Ensign Rabasa, who's sitting at the comm station because it's off hours, and she says, "Captain," she goes, "the Talarian fleet is moving in.
Cool.
Their weapons are armed."
Nice. Because we didn't blow up.
Mm-hmm.
7
7
minutes have
are up.
passed.
Oh, we know where the bomb came from.
I will take a chance to be who I'm meant to be. I won't let fear keep me from trying. It's time for me to make a change, to start living the life I want. I'm gonna reach for the sky, way up high. I'm never giving up. It's up to me to see who I can be, make dreams reality. I'm never giving up. 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 I'm never giving up.
What is the likelihood or possibility of us rearming that bomb and transporting it to their ship?
Isaac can do it.
Not impossible, but it would take some action.
Would it take another extended task?
No, I just got to put the thermal head back on, dampen the dampening rays, and put it in the thermal tube. I mean, it's quite basic physics, really.
It would be a series of rolls.
Hail the ship.
Which ship? Yavis?
Ding
You're trying to
dong.
contact Yavis, the guy who hailed you.
Yeah, this.
Okay, so
You can have another unproductive conversation.
Ensign
Yeah.
Rabasa, she hails the ship, and no one answers.
Mhm.
Of course.
Of course. Okay.
Let them,
Silva, did
let
you-
them meet static.
this is what you put together, Captain, from getting, like Eric said, eating static and seeing that they're armed and moving closer to the system. You put together that at this point, conflict is inevitable, and that the two fleets here, Starfleet mixed with the Caitian fleet and the Talarian fleet, are going to begin combat.
Okay. Okay, so then I'm gonna order Ensign Clark and Lieutenant Commander Jahan to see if they can refit that and beam it to their ship.
A suggestion, Captain.
Yes, Mr.
Would
Silva.
would it be more effective to use it to disable one ship or to put it in front of the ships? Because it wouldn't do as much damage in front of the ships, but it might be more of a deterrent for more ships.
Okay.
Just an option.
Yeah.
Are we
Well-
able to just rearm it and launch it at them?
Possible.
Yeah, I guess like
Yeah,
that's up to them
absolutely.
doing their scans.
Because rearming it could possibly set off the bomb, whereas launching it like it's supposed to be.
Okay. Is there a way to determine which would be the best course of action?
Yeah, you can have either Jahan or Clark roll like a investigative scan on it.
Okay, let's do that.
John and I are walking down the hallway to engineering, and we like fist bump, and then we're highway to the danger zone.
Oh wow.
All right, Clark, go ahead and make your roll to determine.
Oh yes, of course. Let me.
Quit
So it's
singing your
so
stupid
it's
Earth songs and
Engineering insight difficulty
Wow.
2.
Engineering
Insight
insight, yeah.
difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2. So I need a 14.
Can I give him an assist?
You certainly can.
what?
You would be engineering presence.
Can I buy one momentum?
Do it.
We have an abundance, right?
We
Yep,
do.
we're down to 5.
You'll be down.
All
You're
right.
down to 4 now, Andrew, because
Yep.
new scene.
I need 2 14s. So here we go. I got a 5 and a 6.
Ooh, baby.
And then I'll roll 1 to see if I get any momentum back. No.
What you get, Clark and Jahan, standing there, is that loading it into one of your torpedo bays is not going to be terribly difficult. You'll have to modify it slightly just because it's a little larger than the photonic torpedoes that you guys use. But it may be more agreeable to do that rather than transporting it flatly, because you just know that that'll be more difficult.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
Well-
the torpedo's a little bit bigger than the torpedo.
So you'd
bay,
have to
is what you're saying.
basically take the casing off of it and just kind of shoot the guts of it out.
Sounds good to me.
And we deassemble it and put it into one of our empty torpedoes, like frame.
You know, you would have to disassemble a normal torpedo to do that.
Yeah.
You can disassemble a torpedo and take out the armament in that and then fill it with this. Yes.
Because I'm under the assumption that this is a higher explosive.
Yes. In combat, you wouldn't be able to fire probably that weapon for probably 3 turns.
What happened to Ur'Barr? Wasn't he on our ship?
Yeah, he's still on the ship.
Is he aware of what's happening?
No.
So let me contact him.
Yeah.
Actually, I want
So-
Luzesh back on the bridge too.
Okay.
They're moving in towards the planet, not towards the ship, right?
They're moving in towards these ships.
Oh, the wall of defense ships. Okay.
Yeah, they're moving in towards you guys and the other Federation and Caitian ships.
Ah, yes, of course.
Okay, so let me call Luzesh and Ur'Barr back to the bridge.
Okay. You probably would want to detach the shuttle from your docking bay.
Can we just auto program it, detach it so that it sits somewhere?
Yeah, it'll just sit wherever. Yeah. Okay. So the Talarian fleet is engaging.
Okay, so detach Ur'Barr's thing.
Yep.
Start working on remodifying the torpedo.
Yep.
But right now, load a phase cannon. Blast it.
Okay. Are you
Yeah.
polarizing the hull?
Yes.
Yes.
I know that was the thing I had to do. I thought it was
Obviously.
always polarized.
Well, not always polarized, but okay.
I want it always polarized.
So
And I assume we're in red alert.
yeah.
Yeah, red alert. That's right.
So is the normal bridge staff, is everybody on the bridge? Is that what I'm taking? Except for Jahan and Clark.
Because I was basically on the bridge, I would have gone to tactical.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. So you see Arhat on sensors that two ships are breaking off and focusing they're moving in towards the Drake. The remaining 8 ships are taking on the other 6 ships.
So I'd obviously like to shoot the ones coming at us.
That'll be a mic thing. That's security control. Difficulty.
It's 2.
And the ship rolls weapons security. Now, before you roll, are you aiming at a particular part of the ship? It's just going to increase your difficulty by 1 if you pick a particular part of the ship. You have a choice of communications, computers, engines, sensors, structure, and weapons.
You're going for the weapons.
Okay.
I'm going to buy a dice.
Okay.
7, 6, and 8. I got 3.
I rolled an 18, so no.
Okay, so now it's your security number +2.
Well, 1 ran away. I got a 1, 2 1s, 1 2, 1 4, and 2 6s.
So, yep, you have effectively hit it. And that's all that happens. Now I get to 12. Okay, so they've succeeded, and now I roll my numbers. Okay, so 3 damage, Andrew.
It says we have improved hull integrity, so we have +1 resistance. Does that mean that we resist all the damage, or?
It seems like it, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's back to you guys.
All right. Is our modified weapon ready?
Yep.
Blow it.
Absolutely.
So what are you guys doing with it?
Oh, we're shooting it straight out into space.
We say, are we launching it toward the group of 8?
Yeah, let's do that.
So are you guys just like you just got it and then just shooting it? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
I say, I would try to line up the best we can to be in the center of the mass of ships.
Okay.
And then go for it.
Okay, so security control. You can't really aim with it.
Nope.
So it's difficulty 3 because it's a torpedo. Security control for you, Mike, and then somebody can roll security weapons.
Okay, I'll roll security weapons. Did it.
Okay. So 2 successes are needed.
I got 2. I was just trying to figure out, did I get 3? Because I got 1 4.
Okay. Well, give me your focuses, and I can tell you.
Negotiation, close combat, field medic, computer security protocol, persuasion, and cargo operations.
No. So roll everything that you did again, but add another dice to your roll.
Okay, I got a handful of dice here. I got 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 2 4s, 2 5, 1 6.
6 with three specials.
So what you watch is you shoot it in a straight line and it explodes, and you end up watching all the ships that it's closest to. You watch as their shields. You can see that the shields take heavy damage.
Okay. Yeah, will they open comms now if I hail them?
You can try.
Do it.
Okay. You can have. Well, he's not on the bridge. Okay, I'll roll for. Okay, 12. Success. And then who wants to roll communications engineering for the ship?
You're going for a 9.
Going for 9?
Yep.
5.
Okay, so two successes, so you get 2 momentum. And you continue to hear static.
Okay.
We have 2 ships coming at us. Should we launch a torpedo at the other ship that's coming at us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we did
think it's
we did some damage to the one. We need to also deal with the second one that's we're dealing
Yep.
with.
Yep. I think it's their right, isn't that how it works? It's their turn now.
Yeah, they're going now, yeah.
Hurt us. And then we'll destroy them.
Okay, they successfully hit.
Because we did a lot of damage to the group that's not with us.
Yeah, hopefully the
So 5.
Caitians can now get a little bit more damage done.
So 5 damage, Andrew.
Uh-oh.
So we took 1 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, now you guys can do what you want.
Alright. Let's load another phase cannon up and blast at the other ship that we haven't damaged yet. That's coming at us. Ship failed.
Ship failed.
I have 2 successes.
2 successes. All right, roll whatever
7.
number.
5 plus 2.
Okay, yep.
What numbers don't you want me to tell you?
3 and 4s.
Okay, so I have 1 1, 1 2, and 3 5s.
So 6.
The 3.
The others are 3 and 4.
3 effects. The attack gains plus points of momentum. Oh, okay. So you would get 3 momentum. So every time you roll a 5 or a 6, that's how much momentum you get for however many you have.
So we can
So technically that would give you 3 momentum.
So we can bank 1 and then you can use 2 for whatever.
Yeah.
Use 2 to blow them up.
Because you can use 2 to add 6-sided dice, can't you?
Yeah, yes.
Do you want to roll 2 more 6-sided dice, Michael?
Sure. I got a 6.
So now we're up to 7 damage and another effect.
It's 6 and 3.
So yeah, so it'd be another and another momentum.
All right. So then he rolls another d6, right?
Can, yep.
All right.
3.
Okay.
All right, you watch as you hit them again and their shields stay up. Now I'm going to roll for my people. Okay. All right, 3 from one ship.
So that does nothing.
I don't think I can do this. Oh, I can. I had a complete failure, but then their ship succeeded. And the second ship is a 6.
Is 6 damage?
Yep.
So that one does 2 damage to us.
2 damage to your shields.
So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 shields left.
Yep. Okay, now you guys can attack back.
I'm going to use the momentum to buy a dice.
Yep. I'll roll for the ship.
10.
1 success for the ship.
I got 3 successes.
Okay. Roll your dice.
So we got one success or
So
one
are you
momentum
using a
back, right?
What's that?
We got one because it wasn't that 4 momentum.
hmm
So we get one back.
Okay, so you're shooting a torpedo?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you assigning? You didn't assign a thing. You're just shooting it at it. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Trying to do maximum damage.
So it should say there what your torpedoes give you.
Two.
Photonic torpedo, 2 deltas, difficulty 3,
So there you
long
go.
range, high yield.
So
1
you're
plus breach equals breach.
Rolling 7. It's plus 2.
Yep.
Okay. I got 1, 2, 5, 6.
If the attack inflicts one or more breaches, it inflicts an additional breach. So that's what that meant, plus breach. So you're hitting it with 5 damage, which is 2, which brings their shields to 0. Because now you're just like, you're blind, you're just hitting the ship. I think that's how it's supposed to happen. So you hit weapons, you get a breach for the shields dropping. So you hit the shield, and it ends up, you end up hitting the ship.
Okay.
Roll my thing. Ooh. Ooh, nice. I doubt I can recover from that. No, I cannot. So they suffer a complication. And they miss completely as they fire on you. 1 success. Okay. The other ship hits. And it is 3 damage.
So what do you want to do, Arhat? You want to load another torpedo?
I'm okay with another torpedo. You want to take out the second ship that's still has shields?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I have a success.
I have 2 successes.
Okay.
Barely, but 2 successes.
Okay.
I roll my stack of 7. I have 2, 2, 2, 5.
2, 2, 2. So that's definitely a breach, and
That's
then
a
we get an
breach.
additional breach for
So
the
2
5.
breaches.
Yeah. The others were 3s and 4s.
Okay, let me roll what you've got. You aimed at this is
So
to
like a cascade effect.
Yeah.
So this is 12. So this is the structure. Okay, you've effectively taken that one ship out of turn.
Oh, so it's back to us again?
There's
we
2
have
ships
two
The
attacking.
other ship. That's right. That's right. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Back to you. He misses.
What do you think about loading up another torpedo and using a momentum to target like weapons? Or do we not need to be that
So
specific?
it would be difficulty 4 for him to focus in on a specific ship.
Yeah.
Part of
Yeah,
the
that's
ship.
right. Yeah. That's right.
Whereas if we use the phasers,
It's
it would
3.
be 3,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
neither of them has shields, right?
Yeah, nothing has shields.
Okay. Let's do
So
it.
if we
I like
hit,
that.
It's
Yeah.
also with the phasers, you can keep doing the momentum.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that then. I like that. Good idea. I have a success for the ship.
I was saying, am I buying one, or should I just go with 2 dice?
You only need one more success, so
True.
Yeah.
So I'll try for it with 2 dice. Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
8 and 11. 5, 5, 6, 2.
the 5 you can reroll.
1.
We're up to 7.
Okay.
Okay.
I think they're dead now.
No, not at all.
I think they're
So-
disabled.
You watch as as the ship as you hit it and strike, you watch as it no longer becomes fully operational.
Cool.
And you effectively disabled one of the ships.
Yay.
Now I will roll for the other ship to attack you.
I say, is the other ship still going for us?
Oh yeah.
They're stubborn.
Just saying, no shields.
So they miss, and it's back to you.
All right, you want to do that again?
Sure. Oh, throwing dice around.
Does the second ship have their shield still?
Yes.
They still have their shields?
Yeah, because you guys were focusing on the more damaged one.
Okay.
So it might be good just to use phasers to weaken their shields, because I don't think torpedoes affect shields anymore, do they?
I think they do. I don't think the game has that mechanic that it's less effective.
I'm going for it.
All right.
9-13. I got 2 successes.
Okay, the ship failed this time.
Okay. Yeah, so you just got to roll your big number.
Roll the big number. A bunch of 2s.
How many?
2, 2, 2, 2. 3, 4, 4.
What was the twos?
Find there. There's
I got
the,
3 2s.
my pill bottle.
3 twos.
Or no, 4. It was 4 2s, and then 3 and 4, 3s and 4s.
So we did 8.
Okay, so 5. Okay. Okay. Back to me. Back to you. They
No
miss.
damage test.
No, they miss.
Whoever's targeting on that ship needs to be replaced, apparently.
Can we tell how many shields they have left?
You can tell that their shields are weak.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for phasers again.
So her phaser's trying to drop the shields.
Okay.
Because without the shields, then we can target something. Otherwise, no matter where we hit, we're going for the shields.
Yeah.
Two 6.
Okay, ship failed.
I got my 2.
Good.
Roll it up.
1, 5, 6, 6, and 3, 3, 4.
Okay, so we have 4 so far. So re-roll the 5s and 6s.
2, 3, 6, 3.
We got 7.
Okay. So they suffer a breach to, I think, their structure. Yep.
The thing is, at this point,
Okay.
it's 1-on-1.
You can roll again because they lose a turn.
Nice.
While this is happening, could John fix the damage we got for plating, or
Yeah, he can roll. Yep, there's things like that for his. Well, what would exactly would it be? Like regenerating.
it says if a ship has been damaged, tests can be attempted to try to repair that damage.
Yeah, so you're trying to get the shields back up.
Yeah, because we're -3, so I was thinking since,
Yep. So he can roll a control engineering task, difficulty 1, assisted by structure engineering. And if successful, you'll get two points plus 2 for each momentum you spend. So control engineering, John, difficulty 1.
I'll roll for
Somebody
the
can
short.
roll structure engineering.
I did not succeed.
2 successes.
So you get 2 more shields, and then you can spend a momentum to get 2 more, or fill it basically.
Because you got 2 successes, John?
Yep.
So if we use that extra momentum, since we can't bank it,
Okay.
you can go back to full.
All right, you're back at full.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Nice
what
work.
you're at? How much power do you have, Andrew?
Our power?
Yeah.
6.
Shields full. Ramming speed, Captain.
So I don't think it really
Thank you,
matters, but
Lieutenant.
technically that affects your power.
Okay. So we'd be down to 5 power?
Correct.
Okay. I'll make a note.
Okay, yeah. So roll. Did you roll again, Mike? Or no? He
Not
had you.
yet.
He had John.
I was waiting for him to do that.
Okay. Yeah.
1 and 14.
Okay.
Have a success myself.
Excellent.
How many extra momentum do we get from that?
1.
Yeah, we
Unless
got an
you're
extra
picking a
momentum.
unless you're picking a specific.
Because the shields are down. Did you want to target a specific thing?
I guess we could. I mean, we have it. I guess we could target weapons if you want.
Yeah, we can target weapons.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 1, 1, 1. 3, 4, 5.
Reroll the 5.
5,
Reroll the 5.
6,
Reroll the 6.
5,
Reroll the 5.
2.
10.
10 damage.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
I think they're out.
if the damage breaches is equal.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
that.
So that would be two breaches.
2 breaches. And let me read up here. Pretty sure it's going to go very highly in your favor. I just want to make sure.
I would think at least disabled.
Yeah, I would assume so too.
Because if
Try
you do
for
massive
more.
damage to one area, it's still going to affect a whole bunch of other.
It doesn't look like it's because it says weapon
7.
damage if the total number of breaches the weapon system has suffered is equal to or greater than half the scale of the ship. Oh, so it would be damage, right?
Yeah, so you suffer 5 or more, so that's a breach.
Yep.
The shields are at 0, so that's a breach.
Yes.
So going to the NPC rules, that is 2 breaches, 2 weapons, and the total number has equal to half. It's significantly damaged, and now so they're going to have one more time to attack you. But I have higher difficulties.
Yeah, because the weapon
Try to-
systems took massive damage.
Yeah. So I'm going to roll a whole bunch of dice. 1. Oh, wow. Okay. Can't imagine I'm going to do this. Nope. Nope. They don't attack you. They miss.
Okay.
So now your turn again.
Okie dokie.
Both ships are completely disabled.
One is damaged. The other one is disabled.
Ah,
So we would need to attack again to disable their weapons.
okay.
Success.
I got a 4 and an 18. I got
So
2
2.
successes.
Nice.
Okay. Roll
3.
your
Roll my handful of dice again.
Yep.
Battle is fun and not at all monotonous.
I got 1 and 2 5s.
So reroll the 5s.
A 3 and a 5.
Reroll the 5.
And a 4.
Nice.
All right, so we only did 4.
Okay, rolling. Okay, excellent. I succeed. Succeed, and I roll all of my dice. So 6.
So
Oh.
2 damage.
2 damage.
John just fixed it.
Just in time.
Back
Yep.
to you.
Okay.
Lasers again. 2 success.
Success.
Okay.
I guess let's go for weapons again since we have 3.
Okay.
I have to cover the thing because dice come flying out at me. No 5s or 6s.
Uh-oh.
1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4.
7.
Okay, so 4 damage. And we'll
Okay.
say retroactively that previous attack disabled the ship.
Okay.
Okay. We've effectively left 2 Talarian ships floating in space. I'm going to roll. Look at that. So, 3 Federation ships. When you break from your two battles with these 2 ships, you see on sensors that the Talarian vessels are limping back out of the system.
Oh no.
The 3 Caitian ships are fine. One of the Federation ships is the Grelek is fine. But the Ibn Majid and the USS Varen have both been destroyed.
Oh.
You can
Are
see
there-
on sensors that there are escape pods. 3.
Excuse me.
Wrong. Okay. Then I'll do this to be equal. Okay, so there are 2 ships unaffected, and they are departing the system. 4 of them are abandoned, and 2 of them are damaged.
You said 4 are abandoned?
Yeah.
You mean like
How does that
they're
work?
empty?
They're empty. There's also escape pods.
Yeah, they abandoned ship.
They abandoned ship.
Gotcha.
So I'm wondering if it's would be more effective to start collecting escape pods, because that's a lot of prisoners.
Wow. I like the way you think, Mr. Silva.
Oh, we have the 2 ships with us that we need to collect all the people off of. All the escape pods.
Do we have that much room?
We also have the ships
Our people.
that we can see if we can utilize in any way, shape, or form because they're abandoned.
Yeah, so basically
We're right by the Caitian home planet, right?
correct.
So they could take the prisoners since they're the ones that got attacked.
True.
Correct. Yeah. So the USS Grelek can take some and you can take some, but you're only taking a handful.
Yeah.
Of the hundreds that are potentially out there.
Yep. We need to talk to the Caithians and see what they think as well.
Yeah. I definitely want to get our people out of the escape pods.
Yep.
Like our Federation folks.
Okay.
All right. Well, Ur'Barr's on the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I turn to him and I say, how do you feel about taking prisoners, Ur'Barr?
I would love to take as many as I can.
I would love for you to have as many as you can. I also need to get my people safe too.
We will begin collecting them and transporting them as quickly and possibly as humanely as possible. and Captain, thank you so much. Such heroism and valor. It was amazing to watch the Drake handle these two ships deftly. I am sad to hear that two of your ships were destroyed, but you protected our planet at great cost.
Well, we're hoping that as many people as possible got off before the ship was destroyed. So hopefully the sacrifice wasn't too much, but it's worth it to protect a friend of the Federation. That's why we're all here. It's what we signed up for.
You have truly made me and my people feel like family, as you people first indicated when you came to our planet.
Does this mean that you
have
formally
held,
accept?
you have held more and above than I could possibly imagine to what I thought this Federation was. Here you are sacrificing your own people for individuals you have only known for months. It is only logical, as your Vulcan friend would say, to accept such an agreement.
Very happy to have you aboard. Welcome to the Federation of Planets.
It is an honor.
So
I think this is the beginning of a perfect friendship.
Oh man.
my God, why do we all love cat puns so much? So funny.
That's pretty good.
So, would he like to get back on his shuttle?
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's get him back on his shuttle.
So I'll kind of button this up for you guys.
Thanks.
So you're gonna start using basically the Grelek and the Drake and the other Caitian ships that are out there to basically bring aboard your Starfleet officers that are out there. And once they're taken care of and appropriately, well taken care of, then the Caitians will begin rescuing the remaining Talarians that are out there in their escape pods. So for everyone's benefit, the captain of the USS Grelek is Captain T'Pol. Yep.
Wait, is that the one that got destroyed?
No.
Okay.
No,
Vulcan.
Captain Dupek, who you had dinner with, his ship was destroyed.
No.
And Captain Bahalia, who stepped in to help with the Catherine situation with the telepathic discs, her ship was destroyed.
No. William, why?
Well, we have to find out if they're dead, though.
So they are not dead. The captains are not dead. And there were minimal hands lost.
Oh. Okay.
So you guys basically deal with the aftermath of this battle and the transporting. You're going to have to go back to Starbase 2 to offload. Both of you are going to have to offload these officers.
Yep.
Also there's going to be a lot of having to deal with now the Caitian and the Federation, like agreeing to the Federation, as well as the Talarian prisoners of war.
Yeah.
But even worse and more imminent is that someone aboard tried to cripple or destroy the ship on behalf of the Talarians.
Yeah, so that means that he would have been injured too.
That's where you guys are left, that this double agent has to be found.
The one question I would have is when everyone went to red alert, did he run back to his room?
What did security see?
Yeah.
Which one are you talking about, Dara or Demo?
Both of them. Because they would have been sent to their room. Dara would have known that he was being watched, but Demo wouldn't have known that he was being watched unless he...
Yeah, so Dara isn't allowed back into the science lab, so he went to his quarters.
Yep.
And Demo did as well.
Okay.
So yeah. That concludes the Pedestal of Pompey. I guess because we're ending it and where it's at, we can we can effectively allow Lozesh to stay on the Caitian planet. And he'll be like liaison between Starfleet and the Caithians to, basically get the prisoners of wars situated and everything.
Sounds good.
And eat any of them that are out of line.
That's
That's
right.
I bet you Ur'Barr would let you eat some of them.
Well, he just might. Well, thanks for
right.
joining, everybody, and we
Good
hope
night,
to
folks.
see everybody in 3 weeks.
See you
And
soon.
we'll have a big
See
shindig.
Woo!
Okay.
I'll see you in my basement.
Bye.
I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.